Hey off-gridders, that off-grid guy coming to you today, talking to you today about efficiency. I had a friend of mine ask me, hey, that off-grid guy, how do I burn firewood in a fireplace that is more for aesthetics rather than efficiency? I said, you know what? Challenge accepted. I'm going to take that on and we're going to get you warmed up. It really is about capturing the heat inside the fireplace and bringing it out. Right now, the flue is just straight up. You light a fire, all the heat virtually just goes right up the flue and out the house. Very little radiant heat comes out. So I put the old gray matter to work, and it's all about transferring heat. How can one do that as cheap as possible or relatively cheap using materials found in everyday life? Something you can run down to the store and be like, hey, I need this to work like this. Well, I slept on it. I came up with the answer. What about an exhaust pipe? Exhaust from a vehicle does the exact same thing. It takes heat from your engine after the combustion, transfers it out the back. I just got some 3-inch exhaust pipe. I took measurements of the firebox, inside, outside, out, and out, and came up with this. So there's the 3-inch pipe, just standard exhaust pipe, nothing crazy. There's a welded seam, it goes to the back of the firebox, another welded seam, comes out, makes another turn, and I put a little extension on it, as you can see. And we got a nice little fire going. As you can tell, the logs are not very big, it's not a rolling fire. Again, to note, yes, the majority of the heat is going to still go up the flue, but because this is an aesthetic fireplace and not one for actual efficiency, it's just built for looks. It's just built to look pretty and not actually serve really any form of actual function. Okay, now that the fire is going, we can see, because I've had people ask me, well, what about those welds? What about carbon monoxide? Okay. The welds are here. They're not in back underneath the fire. Okay? That is a solid pipe. This weld as well is outside. This is going to be the inlet. The outlet is right over on the other side. How do we get air from in there over there efficiently? Being off grid, 110 is a little hard to come by sometimes. 12 volts a little easier. Battery operated. What can be used that runs off of 12 volt that is found in everyday common society? The answer being computer fans. Computer cooling fans off of a motherboard can be found in old computers. They are found everywhere. So now we got to put the proverbial square peg into a round hole. I left the mounting hardware on, just the screws, the long screws that mounted it to the motherboard. And I'm just gonna slip it in here. Duct tape, because if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. All right, for this project, we've got a 1.5 amp battery maintainer. It's all a battery charger maintainer. It's got a 6 volt system, 6 volt setting, 12 volt setting. It's a garage sale find, is what it is. The battery charger had a different kind of lead on it. It was a plug-in for a different adapter. I just cut that off and put a couple of alligator clips on it, or clamps, or whatever you call them. But as you can see, the fan is just going like mad, both of them. Okay, so they are spinning. All right. Now, there's a little fire. It's really not much at all. It's 66 degrees in front of the fire. Whoop-de-doo. All right, you turn on the heater box. It is about 152 degrees, but it is zero. Like, that's more just because it's coming off of here. There's literally nothing. Oh, you can see the cobwebs up in there. Not doing anything. Okay, there's one maybe flinching a little bit. Okay, it just doesn't work. Okay, and it makes a lot of noise. We don't like that. So you come over here. Oh, let's okay. 67 degrees. Okay, coming in. So we've had that fire going a little bit. What are you coming out of here? Ooh, there you go, boys and girls. 108 degrees, and we just got it going. $112 degrees, and getting higher. You can heat a lot of square footage with a little bit of fire. Just a little bit. You don't need a blazing fire to go. You just need a way to exchange the heat from in there to out here. 114 degrees. And climbing. Now, if we throw some more wood on there, ooh, there's 119 degrees. 119.5. And climbing. It is just a little baby fire. What are you down here? $91 degrees at the base. The hearth is 76 degrees. You don't need much. You just need to find a way to exchange the heat. $121, 122 degrees and climbing. Finding ways to exchange heat rather than just relying on the fireplace. Some fireplaces are not as efficient as others. That doesn't mean that they're junk. You just gotta find a way to make it work. That off-grid guy. Education Unplugged. Okay, good.